go.
That's it.
Yeah, you did it, buddy. Well, and you bring up a good thing too. And hey, everybody, I've got everybody that's like 18 and kind of unsure about your life, I've got some good news for you. You're only going to worry about these things at probably a way more magnified and way more intense version for the rest of your life. That wasn't very positive, but it's the truth. But Trent, you bring up a good point. Like I am terrified of failing in front of people. That imposter syndrome, right? Where you're finally going to do something and people are going to be like, you know what? You are terrible. Oh, you're the worst at this. I can't believe that we ever gave you any sort of, respect or whatever. Like I imagine the people that are waiting in that DEP program and just, constantly kind of like freezing in the door, right? To use a CQC term, is that they're just frozen in that they have to make a decision. You got to get out of this fatal funnel. Like you can't stay here. You got to either go left or go right, but you got to get out of here. And I think a certain part of that follows you your entire career, just like you were saying. Like before I stand up, like if you think that I don't sit and practice, speeches or, presentations or briefs, like you're crazy. Like I try to come up with a way to present the information as fast as possible and don't over talk things. And, that those things inside of your head, you're going to be working through your entire life. Right. But just like you said, like you have to jump in that arena. You have to expose yourself to that stress. How do we get better? Like all exercise is stress that we increase, right? Linear progression. We give more and more and more stress and you can handle more. So you have to put yourself in those situations where you try and you go in fully knowing you might fail. You might make an absolute fool out of yourself. But the more you expose yourself to that, the stronger you're going to be. And then you can take on bigger and bigger challenges. And pretty soon, you can, if you think about building that resiliency, because that's really what we're talking about, right? Is being able to take on those high doses of stress and uncertainty and, getting your own ego out of the way in order to serve the mission and do what you need to get the job done. You have to train it. It's a muscle like anything else. And the only way that you can manage that ego and that you can get away is you have to work on managing yourself and putting yourself in those situations. So, meet the requirement. Great. The expectation then is on you to fully fulfill. It's on you now to actually like go forth and conquer. Because newsflash, everybody, there are completely average Air Force operators out there. There are people that are completely happy to do the status quo. You see them in the gym just enough to where, you don't say anything to them. They're not out of shape. You see them at work. They're there on time, but they're just average. Like those people exist. Don't be one of those people. Resist the status quo.
Yeah, it's easy to get comfortable. What's so funny about that, though, is that even those average operators are still really, really good.
Still really good. They're still the world's best human. You know what I mean? But
yeah, you're right there. They get comfortable.
I think I've told this story a couple of times about comparing yourself, but when we went to Philly for our clinicals, and Toa, Mr. I won't say his full name, but Michael, I call him Michael. Everybody else calls him Toa. He was on our team, and we used to make fun of him for being he's a Samoan dude, like a Hawaiian Samoan dude by nature. So he's never like really defined, like even at our best shape, we look at Michael like, why are you just shapes, dude? Like, why are you just like a collection of like weird, circles and stuff? But it was funny because we would make fun of him for being like not in shape or never having a six pack. We went to a CrossFit gym to do a workout. My friend Chris, my friend Michael and Chris and I are being our normal aggressive selves, and we're trying to beat each other. And we smoked everybody in the class or at the gym. And then, we're basically berating Michael. He came in third, but he still beat everybody at the gym. You know what I mean? Like you forget, but when you compare who we get to hang out with on a daily basis, like the fact that I get to walk into a building where people have volunteered multiple times, right? They volunteered to go into the Air Force, then they volunteered to go to selection, then they volunteered to go all the way through the pipeline and go on that first deployment and do something that was inherently dangerous, that it might kill them. Like you don't get to work with people like that anywhere else. Like the fact that I get to just surround myself, and the CMS people, the same thing. Those people know that they're going to take on 40 additional duties. They're working for people with big egos, and it's a very high stress environment. And our CMS people get it too. If you screw a brief up as a CMS person, you are also going to hear it. Like it's not just on the operator side. It's these hands rated E for everybody. In essence, everybody can get it. You know what I mean? I'm an equal opportunity person.
Equal opportunity hater.
That is, I was trying to think of the best word to call myself a mean name. But we forget, you forget that you surround yourself with literally the nation's best. Less than 1% of the nation can do what it is that we do. And you get to surround yourself with those people every day. So it's fun to compare, yourself to normal humanity every once in a while. You're like, wow, we just have a better breed of human on this side of the fence.
But you could do that before coming in. You surround yourself with people that are going to make you better. Like I always I recognized it. I never knew what it was, whenever we play soccer and I happened to be on not so great team, right? But we would scrimmage, for practice, another team that was so much better than us. And you could see across our team, everybody got better. Everybody upped their game better than they thought that they could, because we had to. It was competition, and we started recognizing. Then you start surrounding yourself with people that make you better instead of people that you were better than. It kind of goes to that whole thing. It's like, hey, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Same kind of thing. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to drive you and push you in a direction that you need to go, not hold you where you're at or bring you down.
It's pretty hard to bring Peaches down further.
Already down far enough, baby.
He's got a really low center of gravity. It'd be really hard to get him to try to take him down. He's really squirrely.
Like a fire hydrant.
It's like choke the fire hydrant. Well, it's like CZ says, you know what I mean? Like he put it pretty succinctly. You can't fly with the eagles if you hang out with turkeys. If you hang out with 5 idiots, you're going to be the 6th. If you look at your friend group and you look around and people aren't pushing you, if you're not looking at somebody and being like, man, I want to be, the officer that I work with, he and I work out in the morning. We are in the gym usually right at 6 a.m. because we have a whole busy day of just fires all day long. So we work out together in the morning. That dude is way stronger than me. If you think that every single day that I don't work out with him, I'm like, I got to catch him on something. I'm never going to. He's essentially Captain America, but
he is. He really is major America.
Yeah, that's a good, major America. Everything. I don't want to gush too hard about my favorite officer right now, but guy's a dreamboat. You know what I mean? He's all tall and strong and good at his job and smart and nice. And I don't know. I hate him.
The worst. I hate
he really
is the worst.
He's an awesome human being. Love that guy.
He really is. But if you're not out there, if I'm not trying to catch that guy, what am I doing? If I'm not surrounding myself with people that are better or smarter, we joked about the group chat earlier, but that group chat between the 3 of us, somebody will put something in there and we're like, God, that was a good idea. Damn it. I hate you. I need to be better at this. I need to be better and figure this out. Like as iron sharpens iron, we should sharpen ourselves. And that's, you surround yourself with people that should be making you better. And if you're not, go find different people.